Sorry, before we go on to this other probability thing that's called Bertrand's paradox, I want to finish two things on here just to one, show you that this makes sense, and then two, show you that it doesn't make sense. Okay? Alright, so we found the probability of picking negative, negative, and then positive, positive, and found 5 nines. Okay? So that's the answer. But the other things you could do are have the product be negative, right? And how would the product end up being negative?
Well, if you picked a negative and a positive, or a positive and a negative.
Okay, right. So we might go negative, positive. Oh, sorry, I had a bad marker again. Oh, it's okay. Positive, negative. I'll just press down a little harder. Okay, what's the probability of picking negative first?
Well, it's 2/3.
2/3.
And then positive is 1/3.
1/3. So this negative positive is 2 ninths.
And then this one is also 2 ninths. 1/3, 2/3.
1/3. 2/3. So the probability that the product is negative is
it's 4 ninths.
4 ninths. And 4 ninths plus 5 ninths is
9 ninths, which is also known as 1.
it's also known as 1. So it seems like it makes sense.
Yeah,
Except what?
but it doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Well, what about the 0 itself?
Right, those aren't all the possibilities.
Yeah, like what if it's 0? Right.
The fact that the product's positive and the fact that the product's negative already adds up to 1 for the probability.
But
that's not all the possibilities. You could have picked 0. And then what would happen to the product?
Then it would be bigger than 1. Well, the product would be 0.
The product would be 0. So we have to have the probability that the product is negative, probability that the product is positive, plus the probability that the product is 0 has to add up to 1.
Yeah.
But already, the probability that the product is negative and the probability that it's positive is 1. So what does that mean, the probability that the product is 0?
You can't do it.
Has to be 0.
But you can just pick 0.
You can just pick 0.
But you can't.
Seems weird. Seems weird, right?
Yeah.
So let's think about, just for a second, let's think about what's the probability that we pick 0. So you pick a number at random, a real number at random, between -20 and 10. Okay? What do you think the probability that you're going to pick 0 is?
Well, it's 1 out of infinity.
It's 1 out of infinity. There's infinitely many points you can choose. Okay? So it's pretty low probability.
Actually, I don't think it's even a probability.
Well, who knows? So you'll never pick 0. If I ask you to pick a number between -20 and 10, you'll never pick 0.
But
want to see?
Mm-hmm.
Pick a number between -20 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard to think about geometric probability. But you think this is weird? Get ready for Bertrand's paradox.
Arg.